Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video I am super excited because we're going to be starting a new series here on this channel. This is just for this month of October, but I am going to be rewatching and reviewing all of the Halloween episodes of Boy Meets World. If you don't know, that is like my favorite TV show of all time. Obviously, like, I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up watching it. I've rewatched that entire series so many times, so I thought that it would be really fun this year to rewatch, review, and then at the end of the month I'm going to rate the episodes. There is only 3 of them. There's really only one like official Halloween episodes, which is The Witches of Pembroke, but there are 2 other episodes. There is Who's Afraid of Big Bad Cory from, I believe, season 2, and then there's the very famous popular episode of And Then There Was Sean, which is for those who know, that is the slasher episode, and so I'm very excited to rewatch all of these and review them for you guys, and then, kind of let you know which ones were my favorites. So this will just be, one episode a week, but I'm very, very excited to do this. So I do have some of the seasons already on DVD. I do not have all of them, so I'm going to watch the ones that I can on there, on those, but I'm going to try to find the other episodes, the ones in the later seasons, I might have to watch online. I'm going to try to see if anyone has like uploaded them to YouTube or anything, but for true transparency here on my channel, I might have to watch them through Disney Plus, so I'm just going to be honest with you guys, and I will definitely let you know. So I'm really excited to do this. It's gonna obviously be a very short, very quick series. Like I said, that's why I'm just doing it for the month of October, but I thought it'd be really fun, spooky series to do. So we're gonna start with the first episode today, which is Who's Afraid of Cory Wolf. I think I called it something different in the beginning, but that is the first episode. Like I said, I believe it takes place in season 2. So I'm gonna go rewatch it, and I will come back and let you guys know my thoughts on this one, see if it's one that has held up over time, and I will be right back. Okay, just got done with watching the first Halloween episode of Boy Meets World, Who's Afraid of Cory Wolf. So before I get into reviewing the episode, I did find out that I did a little bit more research because I felt like there had to be more episodes. There is an additional episode that, again, isn't necessarily a Halloween one, but it is a pretty spooky episode. It's called the Psychotic episode, I believe, which I couldn't believe that I had forgotten about that episode, so I'm really excited. So we'll be adding that one in as well. So there's actually going to be 4 full episode reviews. So anyway, getting into this one, it is episode 6 of season 2. I was able to watch that one on DVD, luckily, and so for this episode, Cory believes that he is bit by a wolf that has escaped from the zoo, so he spends the entire episode preparing to turn into a werewolf on Halloween night. The episode, for anyone who has seen Boy Meets World, I'm sure most of you, if you were watching these videos, have seen the show. It is a show that was released in the 90s that followed all the way through a group of kids all the way through elementary school into their college years, mainly focusing on Cory Matthews as our main kind of protagonist throughout the entire series. And the series really focused on their lives growing up, and so this episode is very much driven by Cory kind of going through puberty. That's what it is kind of a stance on, is Cory's having all of these feelings of puberty, hair in weird places, attractions to Topanga that he never felt before, things like that, which is which he contributes to this belief that he is going to be turning into a werewolf and not like that it's a hormonal change, which I really love because that's kind of what werewolf films often focus on. I mean, we have like Ginger Snaps kind of does the same thing a bit, and that really is what a lot of like werewolf content is about like not just hormonal changes but just change in life, but it is often used to kind of in parallel, but it is often used in parallel with like hormonal changes, and that's something that Boy Meets World did in this episode, and may not have been something that I caught onto when I was younger, but it's definitely something that, you know, I noticed upon rewatching this episode, and I'm sure previously did as well, but I definitely love that kind of use. It's a really genius way to kind of explain it to young kids, which is really why the series was like so classic in general. Again, especially for someone like me who grew up watching it, that, you know, you're following along with these kids that are going through similar things. But anyway, as far as a Halloween episode, it is a really fun episode. I don't think that it's the best one, but upon rewatching it this time, I definitely got more love for it. I feel like times in the past, maybe it's not been like my favorite Boy Meets World episode. It is, you know, a little bit cheesy, of course, watching now as an adult, but it really is like a fun episode. There's a scene where Cory's talking to his dad, and his dad's talking about, you know, getting him a real razor. Maybe it's time for him to start shaving, again, the puberty thing. And he looks in the mirror and like sees himself like full blown like a wolf. He goes to a storyteller throughout the episode who has him pretty convinced that he's gonna be turning into a werewolf, which adds, of course, to the spooky element. And it is a really, again, it's a really fun episode, and it's a really fun way to tackle this topic, by putting it into like a Halloween horror themed episode. And I did really like it, and I think it's a great way to start off the series. I guess I could do this one like a rating system. I've never really done that in videos before, but I guess if we were going with like letterboxd rules, I would do like 3.5 out of 5. Again, it's not my #1 episode, but I do think it's a really great episode, and I think it would be a really great episode for anyone who has like a, you know, young teenage child, son, to watch with them and kind of help explain everything that's going on in a really fun way. So again, such a good fun episode and a great way to start this series. So I am so excited to continue and watching and reviewing the rest of these episodes. And like I said, at the end I'm gonna do like a rating. I'll probably use one of those like tier websites, which I've used in the past, to do like a tier system for each episode, even though there's not that many, but we're still gonna go through and rank them. And I hope that you guys enjoy these videos, and I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. More spooky and horror related content. And if you have seen this episode, or if you are gonna rewatch it for this video, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye.